3 years ago, David Taitz weighed 215 kilograms, had various health problems and underwent gastric bypass surgery. When his weight loss hit a plateau, David started participating in endurance races and lost 85 kilograms.
I've been overweight all my life, and eating was obviously always a problem for me. Generally too much and the wrong things. You live a stressed, hectic lifestyle. You reach for the fast food, something you can grab straight away, and don't plan your meals properly. And with all of that, obviously my life, it got out of control. The heavier you get, the harder the exercise becomes, so you start doing less and less of it.
His story has been on radio and online, and David has become an inspiration to other ordinary Joes wanting to make some big changes to their lives.
It's nice to be able to inspire other people, to actually get off the couch. Yes, you can't just get off the couch and go and do a half Ironman. There's quite a few steps you have to do in between, but everyone can do something, and all you got to do is set yourself an achievable goal, make it difficult, but then go out there and work out how you're going to get there. And once you do it, you'll realize how much better everything becomes because you are so much fitter and healthier.
Well, when I met David, he was overweight, but I fell in love with him as a person at that size. And I'm still in love with him, even though he's lost the weight. He's still the same person. But we have this joke that I could take him to the Advertising Standards Authority, because when I met him, I thought I was marrying an extreme couch potato, and I've ended up with an extreme sportsman, and no one saw that coming.
David joined Steve Atwell's Embark Half Ironman triathlon training program and spent 6 months preparing for the grueling race.
But the experience with working with Dave's been a really rewarding one for me. He's probably one of my most determined athletes on the program. The very first time I met Dave, we were doing a strength session on the promenade, and it was completely dark, and I hadn't actually met Dave, and I went up to Dave and I said to Dave, just take it easy a bit. And he kind of looked at me and scowled and said, "I'm not here to take it easy."
David's first half Ironman started off really well, and he managed to maintain a good pace. However, the end of the race would prove to be bittersweet, as David missed the official cut-off by seconds.
With David, the highlight was definitely at the race, at the 70.3 race on race day itself. Dave was getting the countdown from the commentator. He had about 40 seconds to get over the line, and the commentator had actually seen that Dave was coming. He was about 200 meters from the line, and all of the Embark team had come up to the barriers, and we were banging on the barriers, and we were screaming and shouting for Dave, and Dave was giving everything to get over the line. And then he got the 3-2-1, and Dave was maybe about 100 meters away from the line, and he kind of bent down, and then the music just went quiet. The commentator didn't know what to say. We all stopped and we just looked, and then Dave suddenly stood up and he looked at the line and he carried on running, and with this 100% determination he got over that line, missing the cutoff by about 40 seconds, but he got the biggest cheer of the day.
The Ironman training was very hectic. We did a lot of 70k rides followed by 15-kilometer runs, and that's the sort of training you need to do in order to be able to exercise for 8.5 hours without stopping. But the whole thing was, the training was amazing because you're doing it with so many other people, everyone's there encouraging you, everyone's helping you, and you're helping others as well, and it actually makes it fun as well as hard work.
1 year later, we went to visit David and see if he's still enjoying pushing the limits with endurance sports. No surprise that Iron Dave is living up to his nickname.
Since the last time we chatted, I've lost the extra 10 kilos. I was busy training for another half Ironman event. I did the one in Berlin in Germany, and while I was there I got my much waited for medal. And this is the lifestyle that I lead today, so getting on my bike, going for a run, going for a swim, that's what I do literally every single day of my life. It keeps me fit, it keeps me active, keeps me out of trouble. I've now pushed my boundaries even further. I even attempted to do the full Ironman this year. Unfortunately things didn't go my way on the day, but for the months before that, the number of kilometers I clocked up on the bike, the distances I ran, I did numbers that I thought were certainly not humanly possible for someone like me, but I just proved that if you go out there and you train hard enough, anything is actually possible.
David may not look like a typical triathlete, but he's proof that a little determination can lead to great achievements and that nothing is impossible.